Okay, I'm on the air. Here it is, the Unfiltered News. Political correctness is not spoken here. From the reality zone. And here's all your sources and stuff. And I am going to go down. The federal government responsibility to enforce immigration. Guess what's in their pocket? Guess who's burning everything? The rules are gone. A goddamn idiot abomination is. Video. Nearly 100 Palestinians have been killed in the air raids from Israel. Over 1,000 targets have been hit in the past 4 days. Palestinians have launched hundreds of rockets into Israel, but there have been no fatalities. No fatalities. There so far. It is not known who is firing the rockets from Palestinian territory. Oh, really? Oh, really? It's the Israelis that are firing those. They're creating a false flag. If you don't know that, you're not paying attention. BBC, July 11th. Germany has authorized its banks to legally steal money from their depositors. Steal money from their depositors. What can I say? They're stealing your money now in America as well, in the banksters. These banksters are stealing your money. Don't you know? Aren't you paying attention to Citibank and all the rest of them? Oh my God, they're going into the depository boxes and everything, and they're stealing you blind. They want your money so they can continue their money junkie. These are drug addicts on money. Well, if you didn't know that, then you're not paying attention. And I can't say anymore. Okay? And Germany's doing it. It's called bail-in. Bail-in. We want your money because we don't have any money. So we want your money. And they're printing, the press is going on. The printing press is... Don't you know what's going on? It's called bail-in and is modeled after the legalized theft that took place in Greece in 2013. Most countries are gearing up to follow suit. They're going to all do this. All these major banksters, they're criminals, are going to take your money away because you got your money in major banks. Find a small bank and you won't have this problem. But Germany is leading the way in Europe. Zero Hedge, July 10th. Don't you see what's going on? Don't you see the hypocrisy that's going on? You see me growling and stuff, and it's like, these criminals are getting away with this over the last 20 years. Okay? Enough? Okay. New study shows that Monsanto Roundup Ready herbicide is 125 times, that's 12,500% more toxic, poison, okay, poison, Chemical companies publish toxicity levels only for what they say are the active ingredients, but when the so-called inert ingredients are included in the test, toxicity levels soar. Do you not understand? You're being poisoned, rats. You're rats out there to them. You're nothing but rats to be poisoned as a rat. Okay? Okay. The FDA and the EPA let them get away with it. Consumer protection by government is a myth. Collective Evolution posted July 10th, 2014. Do you not understand you're being poisoned? If you don't understand that you are nothing but a rat in the... Oh, God. I'm working with Novak 7100. And I've gotten out of my skin and stuff. And it's this poison is really toxic. And I'm not eating what they're doing out there and trying to ruin your... Okay. U.S. Representative Sam Graves filed a bill on Wednesday to suspend all allegations issued by the Environmental Protection Agency until its current policy that costs more than $50 billion can be reviewed by Congress and approved. Daily Call, July 10th, January. I'm being poisoned. Never mind what I say on dates. The Israel-Palestinian conflict continues to escalate as each side answers violence with more violence. Israel is calling up 40,000 reserve soldiers in preparation for ground invasion. The current wave of violence springs from the kidnapping and killing of 3 Israeli teens. PPJ Gazette, July 9th. Where these teens, if they're even dead, I quote, they may not even be dead, but they are escalating this. The Mossad is escalating everything. Oh well, I don't say no more than that. It get me flagged. Oh well. Video. New documents from Edward Snowden show that the NSA is acting without a warrant and interpreted emails and recorded phone calls from 5 prominent Islamic American leaders with totally clean background. The significance of this story is not that the NSA or the FBI should be or shouldn't gather general information on someone they suspect of being an enemy, but because of their friends and or their profile, because that is justified. But what they interpreted private communications without a court-approved warrant. In other words, this is all coming out of the darkness. It's not what is real. Next News Network, July 9th. Okay, here we go on the next one. U.S. EPA is claiming the power to garnish wages without a court order. The purpose is to collect fines against individuals for violating the EPA regulations by collecting fines without court approval. The burden of proof is placed on the debtor and gives the EPA the power to over whether the debtor will receive a hearing. Don't worry. SWAT teams and drone strikes on your house probably won't be authorized until next year. Don't you see what they're doing? We're living in a criminal government agency. Fascism is alive and well across the world. Oh my God. July 9th, 2014, from Fox News. They're telling you, but you're not listening. For the second time within a week, German official is suspected of spying on behalf of the government. In this case, the German defense official was accused of spying on behalf of the CIA. See, the CIA is not a good guy. They're an independent organization on their own. They don't get their money from the government. Hell no. They get it from the opium and the cocaine. Don't you know? If you haven't been paying attention, then you don't know. And that's what's going on. U.S. Congress is deadlocked over Obama's request for $3.7 billion for emergency funds for the border crisis. For the border crisis, this is nothing. They went down there and advertised in South America and said, "Come on up to America. You're welcome." Oh, you don't know that? We haven't been paying attention. Obama's plan allocates $1.8 billion for shelter and care of illegal aliens and $1.6 billion for enforcement. Enforcement. Remember that word. Opponents say that Obama's words are not to be trusted. There is no way to prevent the administration from using all the money to increase illegal immigration, and none of it is for realistic enforcement. Do you not see it? They're bringing up Democrats. That's right. The Democrats are going to rule if they continue this crime against America. All you Democrats out there and Republicans, I call you Republicrats because they're not constitutionalist. Do you not understand what's going on yet? Washington Post, July 8, 2014. Video. UK. Nahan Ahmed and Yusuf Sawal, both young British citizens, were arrested upon return to England and admitted that they were preparing to carry out terrorist activities in Syria. Well, they should be heroes to our government. Syria is neutral in all this. You don't understand what's going on. Over 7,000 foreign militants from 50 countries are now fighting against Syrian government. This is not a revolution within the Syrian, but an invasion from the outside. Press TV, July 8. Syria is neutral. They do not want to attack or do anything. When they had that gas attack in Syria, they wouldn't have done that. No. Assad would not have done that. You know why? Because he doesn't want the wrath of the world to come down on him. He's not that stupid. This guy's a smart guy. He's educated. He wouldn't have done it. It's our government and our government's wanting to say that he's the demon of the world and you gotta go after him. And just look in the mirror and you find out who the demons are in the government. The government mirror says they are the evil ones. Israel is the evil one. You know why? Because Israel's government is corrupt. Our government is corrupt. They're all corrupt. I'm just stating a point. Okay. UK video. Never mind that. I just covered that. U.S. The Federal Emergency Regulatory Commission, FERC, is subscribing scrubbing to all database after documents was made showing that the power grid was vulnerable to EMP attack and solar flares. That's what's going to get us. The spin that the FRC administration media is giving to this is that the scrubbing data will make it more difficult for enemies to learn how to destroy the grid. This is outrageous nonsense. The vulnerability of the grid is well known to all enemies. The only ones being kept in the dark are the American people. We are being kept in the American people. Oh, man. The purpose of subscribing documents is to cover up the failure of utility companies and government regulators, including the FERC itself, to protect the nation. Then this news report makes it seem that by destroying evidence, our leaders are really on the job and doing a precisely worthy thing. See Black Start documentary in the production of this topic. Well, yeah, the sun burps off a major solar flare, we're all going to be in the dark. Remember that. It's either coming or will be, or maybe. Who knows? Germany has given up on getting back its gold held by the U.S. Wonder why? Well, this is what you know. Germany theoretically owns 396 tons of gold, with 45% restored at New York Federal Reserve, down in the basement of the 9/11 incident. No, really, there was a lot of gold down there. The Fed had refused to allow Germans to admit that their gold, but did agree to return 300 tons by 2012. Whoa. Do you see what's happening here? So far, only about 5 tons have been released. Chancellor Angela Merkel says she trusts the U.S. governments and the Fed. Mining Post, July 7th. Oh yeah, she trusts them. She's been threatened by them. She's been, they got the NSA has shit on her closet too. Skeletons in the closet. Edward Snowden latest leak revealed that the NSA collected and stored intimate charts, photos, and emails belonging to loyal Americans and secured them so poorly that reporters can now borrow them at will. The NSA, despite the assurances that it only collects metadata, does collect sensitive, intimate, and private communications and photos of millions of Americans. You know, we're all in the book. FBI has a foul on me. Dun 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 dun. FBI has a foul on you. Dun 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 dun. Our corporate Avenger comes to mind. If you don't believe it, then it's goddamn true. Or do I cuss? Yes, I do. Atlantic, 2014, July 7th. Alright, video. The American Red Cross has retained law firms to avoid explaining how it spent $300 million in donations following Hurricane Sandy. It claims that how it spent the money is a trade secret. A trade secret. It's a trade secret. Most of these, you don't understand yet. It's secret because it's against you. If it's a trade secret, it's against you in this contory. I can't say the word right now, but there you go. You'll figure it out. Do your dictionary. What's wrong with you people? Video. Los Angeles. An official from California Highway Patrol was filmed aggressively punching a woman who had been walking along the freeway. The officer report says that she was physically combatant. The woman is in medical facility under involuntary psychiatric hold. The chips say that there is no need for an independent investigation because their internal investigation will be thorough. Internal investigation means that he's let off. Don't worry about it. It's done by... this is the problem. Investigation by their own people is wrong. It should be an outside source that comes in and investigates this. This woman was beaten and she is now going to be in psychiatric ward, but yet the cop who is psychotic is going to be let loose. That's all I'm going to say on that. It's crazy, isn't it? Over 50,000 youths and children have illegally crossed the border in the U.S. An additional 240,000 illegal aliens from Central America have been picked up and transported to destinations within the U.S. Most of them are given permits to stay. Where is the island in New York where they had to go through physical and they're, these people are bringing up ivy and they're bringing up all types of diseases. There's this, oh my God, I can't believe they actually said that. It's all engineered from Washington, of course, Daily Caller. They're bringing in diseases from this country. Some of them really like hemorrhagic fever are coming up here, and it's okay. It's okay. You bring in all these diseases that can kill 50 million people at least, maybe 300 million. They're trying to eliminate the population of this planet. This is Agenda 21 in its fullest. Oh, you do not know. You're not paying attention. Video. Germany officials are upset after discovering that one of their intelligence agents passed secret information to U.S. intelligence agents. The government is accusing their man of being a double agent working for America. Ironically, the agent in question was part of a committee of investigating NSA spying activities against Germany. Doot, 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 doot. Red flag, red flag. Okay, you don't see it coming. Okay, never mind. I'll let you think this over. What I just read there. And it's a video. Go there and see the video. There it is, right there. See the video. Okay, next. U.S.-Mexican Border Patrol agents have been ordered by Washington to stand down so that illegal immigrants can easily cross the U.S. Really? Really? We have no... think about this. If you go down there into Mexico and cross over the border and I want to stay here without going through processes, they will put you into prison. They will blackmail your relatives to send money down there to feed you. Come on. What's wrong with this picture? We should have twice as much against them coming up here than them or us going down there and wanting to start a business or a job. You can't do that. This is how America is. Oh, you do not understand what's going on, do you? If you don't understand this. Meanwhile, radioactive iridium 192 was stolen in Mexico, and there is a reason to suspect that it might be intended to be smuggled in the USA for the use in a dirty nuclear explosion in one or more large cities. If true, standing down Border Patrol will make it easier to achieve. Border states are struggling to do what the federal government refuses to do. Shit hits the fan. Posted July 5th. I mean, this is what they're doing. They're allowing anyone in. I mean, they could be Afghanistan. They could be all these enemies that you have a fear of through MSM, and they could be crossing the border. Oh, but that doesn't matter. Because they keep saying, these are the enemies. These people are going to kill you. They're going to come over here and do all this stuff. Well, yeah, the government's opened up the border. They made it possible. So they can sit up and say, look, we found them. We're the heroes. No, they're the enemy. Haven't realized that yet? Not paying attention. Antarctica. Scientists are using computer model predictions to classify imperial penguins as the endangered species. This gives government nearly unlimited power over the Antarctic. Scientists at the UN agenda admit the IPCC admits they don't understand why the ice is growing in Antarctica because it doesn't fit their model. Climate Change Dispatch, July 5th. That's because where they said it was melting, there's a volcano in the Antarctica. There's a volcano. There's a volcanic vent coming up and melting the ice. The rest of it is expanding out. And they're going, oh my God, it's still global climate. You believing makes it all happen. No. What's happening is it's climate change. And climate change is exactly that. It has nothing to do with the earth, but everything to do with solar activity. This 24 cycle of solar activity is a indication that we're going into a mini ice age. Just gonna say. I'm not gonna say anymore. It just makes me mad when they. Okay, the analysis reports commentary that look beyond news to identify historical facts, trends that help to place the news into perspective. Here we go. Minnesota and other states are passing laws to build on-site mental health clinics in public schools. In public schools, they're going to build a... They're going to put your kids on drugs that make them psychotic. Okay. The objective is the data mining under Common Core. Common Core is the evil that you have not understood yet. Common Core. and to enroll children into psychoactive drug protocols. I'm telling you, they're going to put your kids on drugs, and if you go along with it, they're going to turn around and shoot you or shoot a bunch of students. Do you understand yet? No, you don't. Screening tests are designed to produce high rate of positive results for mental problems. Minnesota says that nearly half of its school kids have serious emotional disturbances. They're the I can't think of the book. It talks about kids who are natural leaders and they're hyperactive and stuff naturally because they're going to be your next leaders and have a stern under discipline. Never mind. I don't even want to go into that. Minnesota said half of them have serious emotional disturbances. Just think of the drug disorders and addictions that will flow through that or from that, and profits to the pharmaceutical industry to PPJ Gazette, July 9th. And they will. The pharmaceutical companies have everything to gain. You have everything to lose with your children. I'm just going to put it that way. Okay? Okay? Two of the most powerful and corrupt segments of American society, Wall Street and U.S. intelligence agencies, now want to merge into a cyber war council. Oh, really? The 1% wants to use it, supposedly to protect their computer and communication systems. Really? You know why the Lake Mead is going dry? Because of the Institute of NSA up there north of the flow into Lake Mead. They're using this water to cool down their processors and they're just dumping it. They're not dumping it back into the river. They're just dumping it underground. Oh, well, didn't know that. Anyways, now you do. Imagine how wonderfully secure America would be if Wall Street bankers had the ability to wage covert war on individuals, business rivals, and even countries. Zero Hedge came out with this July 8th of 2014. Chemical-based agriculture is a threat to the world's food supply. Pesticides kill off bees, worms, microorganisms. They also cause a variety of health problems and birth defects. This doctor says that chemical pesticides must be phased out. McCullough, July 8th. And it's true. They're putting on this poison. They just came out with an Agent Orange derivative in Monsanto. And they want to use that, and it's 10 times more toxic than Monsanto's glyphosate. This is not right. We are living in a nightmare. We are living in a nightmare of you're going to die. Nightmare. That's what it's all about. Ukraine. U.S.-backed government of Kyiv is shelling cities without military targets and killing mostly civilians. That's editorial lambasting progressive media for remaining silent about the carnage and concludes that the left is just as controlled as the right. SCG News, July 7th. This is madness going on. This is World War III. Don't you know we're in it right now? It's a silent war of World War III. Video. James Colbert's documentary on the Federal Reserve is about as good as it gets. It provides a sweeping overview of its history and analysis of its hidden agenda. If you have any interest in discovering the secrets of money and power, this is a must-see. Includes commentary by G. Edward Griffin. G. Edward Griffin is this site. I do this for my service to G. Edward Griffin. I give my commentary, I give everything to him because this is what's happening right now in America. And he predicted it a long, long time ago through documentation. Thank you, G. Edward Griffin. Now we go on to great photos of this week. That's amazing. Dancing tree. That is amazing. That is awesome. Wow. You got the humor for the week. You got the next one where his dog is sleeping. Wake me up when we get there. His dog put his legs up, and you see how everything is so related. Don't you? No, okay, don't. But in Reality Zone Classified. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you see everything on the side there. It's advertisement. I mean, this guy is my grandfather. I wish. Oh, he's older than me by a few years, but it's like maybe an uncle. Okay, that's it. This is the Unfiltered News from the Reality Zone. Have a good weekend. Be good at it. And good day. Okay. I don't know what happened. I just lost everything. I'm having bug problems here.